All right, so we about to get down into some relationship advice and some tarot card reading for your relationships and whatnot. But first and foremost, if y'all don't know me, I'm Trent Henderson. I'm a YouTuber here on the infamous Living Realm Network. For those of you who don't know Vanessa, that's Vanessa. I'm gonna let her introduce herself to you.
Hey guys, I'm Vanessa from Beyond Your Sun Sign. I've been doing tarot for like 2 years now. Life Path 11. Really looking forward to do a love reading. So how I infused the reading was I put the intention out there that whoever watches this is going to walk out with more positive relationships. They're going to love themselves more, and then in turn they're going to start seeing how that love is being brought back into their lives. So that's the intention. So just open yourself up to it.
Right. So what we're going to do is we're gonna get down into the tarot card reading towards the end of the video. I know everybody's not in here right now, but we're gonna get down to the readings towards the end. But we're just gonna talk to you one-on-one right now about like some of the things that everybody might be going through. Because if you're tuned into this video, you're tuned into this video for that very reason. And so everybody needs relationship advice. So me personally. Once upon a time, I was married, in my lifestyle. So I've been to that pinnacle before. At the point in my life right now, I'm a single guy. I've been in plenty of relationships in my past. I have sisters. I have like 2 sisters. I have 2 brothers. So I kind of know what it's like when it comes down to getting relationship advice and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure Vanessa does too.
Yeah, so I met my husband in 2009, so that's an 11-year, as is 2018. So 2009, 2018, these are the years, the 11 years where you can really manifest your soulmate, that person that's going to be in your life for at least a decade. So I met my husband back in 2009 after I swore off guys. It took 2 weeks before I met him, and now we've been together. We got a baby. So
Wow.
yeah, this is definitely the year, especially this month, to really be manifesting your soulmate in and just being positive and accepting and open to this kind of love, because 11 is crazy fire energy.
Right. And everybody has a soulmate. Everybody has a significant other. Everybody has a twin flame out there. It's just a matter of, knowing all those people's, paths you've crossed, or some of the people that you might be dealing with right now. You might be very well in the midst of your soulmate. It's just understanding who's who, because I understand, like, personally, sometimes people can become Decepticons. A lot of people out here just say things that they're really not. And then you find out so many things. And then, like when you're with a certain person for a certain amount of time, they reveal their true colors and all that stuff. And then up front, you thought they were different and blah, blah, blah. So we understand exactly what you might be going through. So I'm gonna let Vanessa go ahead and start doing a reading. She's gonna do card readings from 1 through 6. So Vanessa, what you got for us?
Okay, so firstly, before we get started on this reading, what we need to do is release all of the karmic bonds that we have with our exes, okay? Because as everybody knows, what people tend to do is we get hurt in one relationship, and instead of healing, we just take that pain and we bring it to the next relationship. We're like, oh, hello, I'll just unload my baggage here. So what you want to do as soon as you remember it, anytime that you're thinking about an ex or like a situation involving an ex, you want to just visualize a purple flame coming over you and just cutting every aura cord toward other people, right? So you do that just really meditative. I do it in the shower. I'll just envision just flames, purple flames, and it cuts all those cords. Another thing, Trinius and everybody, cover up your tattoos. If you got your ex-husband's name tattooed on you, cover it up with something that's more self-love empowering. Get those divorce papers served. Like, do what you need to do to sever yourself from these past relationships so that you can begin with a fresh start.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And before you get into that, I'm gonna pick up where you left off about like covering up your tattoos and stuff. Basically, what she's talking about, is baggage, folks. You got to make sure you clean up your baggage when you're looking for your soulmate, your significant other. When you're hoping that your relationship will go right in the relationship that you're in right now. If you're dating somebody, you have to make sure that your energy is very clean, very pure, very clear when you're getting into a relationship with somebody else. Otherwise, you're going to be bringing baggage to the relationship. And people aren't stupid. I mean, people can sense energy. Men and women can both sense energies that, you know, you might have baggage. I mean, we're human beings, folks. We all have a heart and we all have feelings. Okay, so let's just be a little bit realistic with ourselves.
Exactly, exactly. So the two cards that popped out is the Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups. The Two of Swords is the energy of not knowing where a relationship is going, so just not doing anything. You know, you get stuck in that limbo where it's like you're not really communicating, you're not connecting on a physical or an emotional level, so you just do nothing. And that a lot of the time stems from our parents' relationships. You know, we start to see how our parents just, you know, the love is kind of gone, or they're overly loving and overprotective, and we decide to take that as a lesson and say, well, that's how a marriage works, right? We're silly when we're younger, and we just kind of see monkey do.
So the first step is you're sorry to cut your reading off, Vanessa, whatever, but I just
no worries.
like punch into that. Like, so basically you're saying that we pick up a lot of habits from our parents when it comes down to our relationships.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Our dad is pretty much, for the women, our dad is our first love, and for the men, it's our mom. So you'll find that, like, for instance, I married a Scorpio who's just like my dad. So I'm kind of healing my inner child through my marriage. And then when it comes to a best friend, I'll be best friends with a Virgo because my mom's Virgo. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you start to really see how these relationships play a part.
Right.
Trinius, I should also mention that this reading is not just for sexual relationships. It's also for platonic relationships.
Right.
Because as it stands, like right now, everybody's struggling with any kind of relationship, whether it's with your dog, whether it's with your employer. People are just struggling with relationships, especially soulmate ones this month. So it's not necessarily sexual relationships that this reading is about.
Got you.
Okay, are we ready?
Everybody ready? Everybody doing good out there?
Everybody relax.
Make sure you share this. Make sure you share this video right now to some of your friends who might need to get in on some of this good relationship advice. So go ahead and share this video right now if you're in this video live chat, folks, or go ahead and press thumbs up on this video so your friends can see it. So share. So I think everybody's ready. Nobody's commented quite yet.
Okay. Let me know when I should start.
Okay, well, everybody's commenting. I just had to bring down the comment thing. I see Bree, I see Sanchez, I see David Friday, I see Trisha, I see Manula, I see Laurenell Henderson. Everybody's in here. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Okay, so the first card is how you currently accept love, okay? And that's justice. So the way that a lot of people accept love, it's quid pro quo. You do this for me, I'll do it for you, and vice versa. A lot of the times people will only give as much as the other person is giving because they want to try and strike a balance. And what I've come to realize is that it doesn't work that way for a lot of different people because people have different love languages. For instance, because I have my Venus in Virgo, I show my husband I love him by remembering how he takes his coffee, you know, or remembering his shoe size and then going and buying that. Whereas his love language is physical affection. He needs hugs and kisses. So you really want to get in touch with how your partner and how yourself, what your love language is. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to always be balanced. You know, it can't be a quid pro quo. It can't be a give and then I'll give and then take and then you take. It has to be just openly giving and sharing your love.
Right. So basically what you're saying is that, you know, everybody has to get in a habit of like understanding how their significant other needs love. Like, I know a lot of men, a lot of my friends, they need love in a different way than a woman needs love. So we all talk about it amongst ourselves. Like, man, I didn't get it this way. I didn't get it that way. I didn't get it this way. And it's like, really, man? And it's like, I guess a lot of females, like, y'all got to get in the habit of understanding how your man needs love because it might not be the way that you need love. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So just get in the habit of understanding the love language of your man. Or your woman.
And vice versa. They need to understand our love language too.
Absolutely.
Okay, the next card is how you can improve the way that you receive love, okay? The Emperor card. A lot of the times, what I found for men, their power comes from sex and it comes from financial power. When it comes to women, their power is in emotions, feelings, and intuitive sensories. So at the end of the day, women and men both find their power within the family unit through their understanding of power. So for instance, what's a good example? for instance, you know, spending money on your partner, on your male partner,
Right.
shows that person, you know, I spent a lot of money on you. We should do something nice.
Yeah.
Whereas vice versa, the man just needs to spend that time.
Right.
So we can improve the way that we receive love by empowering ourselves through those means, through what power means to us. So if you need emotional power to receive love, you need to be making that clear to your partner and to yourself. Hey, I need to feel like I'm in control of my emotions and I can share my emotions with you. Whereas the man, you know, just for instance, it's sex that makes him feel powerful. He's going to improve the way he receives love by saying, listen, I need to get it like twice a week, you know, and coming together and working on that, because men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Right.
We don't want the same things.
And I don't know if this like stands for all men. So if some of you men in here disagree with what I say, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Don't take offense to it. But ladies, I want to let you know something about men. What's up, Suzanne? What's up, Devin? Men, like she said, men are from what planet?
Mars.
All right, and the women are from Venus. So, ladies, when it comes down to like sex, men love to take control, right? So I'm not gonna say what you need to do, but all I gotta say is men love to take control when it comes down to having sex or whatnot and things in the bedroom. So if you can be a great actress or something like that, even if you don't want them, just say you just having fun. You know, you just want fun. If you can do that, you got them by the neck. And I'm just telling you the truth. Like, that's the thing when it comes down to men, you know, that's what men really like to know about themselves. It makes them feel more masculine, more macho like, and that helps them love more. Yeah, that's just the way that men think. Men feel like if they have more control, they love more. It's the total opposite of women. But if we feel like we can have some type of like control, like, yeah, I got my family, I got my wife, I got them in my arms, like, yes, I am doing that. Ha 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 ha. They feel powerful. I mean, and so if you can think about that and get around his ways at the same time, you're better off.
Exactly. So a really good way to improve the way that you receive love is through affirmations, you know, telling yourself every day that you love yourself, and that you're worthy of love, because I think a lot of people are kind of zombie-like and they feel unlovable because of their past relationships, and probably it stemmed from something within their family unit where an authority figure said, no, you can't do something.
Right.
And then we kind of tell ourselves we're not worthy, we don't deserve that kind of love. So positive affirmations will completely turn around your entire life. You know, writing on the mirror, I love myself, like looking at yourself and saying, I love my body, I love who I am. That'll change everything, because if you're feeling that way on the inside, there's only one way that it's going to come out, and that's positivity. So Trenius, what I used to always do, because like for an empath being in a high intensity environment, it would get me really nervous.
What's that?
So what I would do is I would just envision a pink bubble around me at all times, and I'm like, only love can go out and only love can come in. And it was crazy, the shifts in my life. Like literally people would be giving me random gifts where I worked at the flea market. Like it just really, that intention, it changed everything.
Right. I am pretty. I am beautiful. I am sexy. I like to say I am king. I am king. Definitely will help you. Those affirmations will definitely help you change how you see yourself when other people see you, and you have much more confidence in yourself when it comes down to it.
And you will never accept anything less. Why would you ever accept anything less than what you're going to tell yourself that you are?
Right.
You can't tell yourself that you're the shit, and then someone saying you're a piece of shit, you'd be like, no, I'm not. I'm the shit.
Right.
You know it inside.
Right. So before we get into that, what were you on, card number 3 or 4, Vanessa?
We're on card number 2.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're still on 2. We're going super slow. But anyway, folks, if you're in this room, go ahead and share this video out to some of your friends or whatever. I don't want your friends missing out on us, this great relationship advice, and you be the only one like getting married, or you be the only one with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Okay. So make sure you share this video out so that way they won't be hating on you. Okay. All right. So let's get back into it.
So another way, still back to card 2, another way that you can improve the way you receive love is using the lunar phases. So for instance, last night was a full moon in Aries.
Yeah.
That's when you want Aries. That's all about high energy. That's when you want to be having the best sex of your life or fighting. You know what I mean? If it's in a full moon in Pisces, that's when you want to start talking about your emotions. But the full moon is when you really want to release things to your partner and say, you know, I'm either feeling great or I'm feeling horrible, and just let it out. Use the lunar phases to your advantage.
What were you doing last night on the full moon? Who were you with? Some of y'all was with your significant others. Don't lie. Don't lie. Some of y'all was laid up. Don't lie.
That Aries energy was intense.
Yeah.
Intense.
It was blazing. It brought some of y'all together with some of your soulmates and your significant others and twin flames. Okay, Vanessa.
Exactly. Okay, card 3 is the kind of love that you attract. So this is the Knight of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands is really high intense energy. However, it's stuck in the past. Like, as you see with this card, this horse is going backwards, okay?
Right.
This person really sees a lot more optimism in the past when things were simple, back on the kindergarten ground, when you kissed a boy that you liked, you know what I mean? And you just went up without any inhibitions and said, this is how I feel. We want that kind of love in our lives. That's what we're trying to attract, is just that kindergarten love. That brings me to my point about dating apps, okay? So photo readings and dating apps, right? So just say you're on Tinder and you see a guy, he looks great. You want to definitely read that photo before you even waste any time messaging this person, okay? You read the photo, you want to look at their hands. Do they got closed fists? Are their hands in their pocket? Move on, swipe left or swipe right. I don't know which one it is.
Right.
Are their eyes closed? Are their eyes looking away, not looking at the camera? Are they smiling, showing their teeth? Or are they, you know, if you cover this, does it look like their eyes are sad?
Right.
You want to just move on from those. Always zoom in on pictures. Look at the eyes. If you see anything off, any darkness, move on.
Right, right.
Do your photo readings, especially on these dating apps.
Right.
Do the photo readings. Do your due diligence. You meet a guy, go creep his Facebook and look at all of his pictures, right? And that goes back, training us to also how you want to put your photos out there, right?
Absolutely.
Make sure that you're open, make sure that you have the proper intention out there, because there's going to be hundreds of people looking at your photo. You want to make sure that you have the proper intention and the proper energy that you're putting out there.
Right, because life is a feeling process. It's not necessarily that people see you for who you are. People see you for how you make them feel. For instance, when they look at your picture, if you're on a dating site or whatever, if you look nervous, they're going to get the energy that you're nervous. You know what I mean? If you look timid, people are going to get the energy that you're timid. So it's very important. Even when you're on dating sites, I know when I used to be on dating sites and whatnot, if I'm not still on dating sites, whatever, but like, I tend to look at people's photos, and I use my extrasensory perception, you know, and I began to like just feel their energy, whether or not I could be with this person versus, oh, they look good, they look blazing, you know, full of fire, you know. So continuously go off of how people make you feel, folks, and we're gonna get more down into that knowledge when we get down into the sex magic.
Yes. Okay, card 4. Card 4 is how you can change your vibrations surrounding love in order to attract more positive relationships, okay? Temperance. This is all about patience and moderation. People are so quick to jump into that next relationship. They've been hurt. They just want that connection again. So they're quick to jump into bed, to jump into a relationship. We're dating. You know, my sister is notorious for, I just met this guy and now we're engaged. Right? So be patient. It's not a sprint. It's a lifelong race. When you meet your soulmate, you want to spread that out. Don't instantly, you know, be having sex without a condom and, you know, getting pregnant.
Right.
Take your time, because at the end of the day, you really want to spread that out.
Right.
Low energy relationships and energies of significant others is really important as well when it comes to changing your vibration. So if you get into a relationship with someone and they're talking about their baggage and their pain, really get clear of whether or not you want to kind of latch yourself onto that, because, you know, I've seen so much stuff where people are latching themselves onto these old relationships that aren't their energy.
Right. And folks, get in the habit of asking people what they want before you like start to like, you know, interact with them on a higher level. Always ask people like what it is that you want. Females, do not be scared to ask men, what do you want? Like, what do you want? Like, be straight up with me. Like, I mean, I know some men might lie. You know what I mean? A lot men lie about a lot of things. You know, but you gotta continuously stay in the habit of like staying on top of him. Like when you see him, every date that you go out on with the man, ask him, what do you want? What are you looking for? What do you want? What are you looking for? And by the time he know it, you will have accumulated all the knowledge to come to a conclusion to know exactly what he wants and to know whether or not you should still go on dates with him, be with him, and all this and above. Okay.
Okay. Card 5.
What's up, Alexis? Nikki, card 5. We're on card 5. Nikki, Alexis, Brenda. I see all y'all. Latanya Marie. What's up? Card 5.
Okay, card 5 is baggage that you carry surrounding love. Okay? And that is the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is all about your reputation. It's all about what you've built, your blueprint, your plans when it comes to your power as well. So the baggage that we carry around when it comes to relationships, everybody who's watching this essentially, the baggage that you're carrying around is this need to have a plan and to say this plan that I have in this relationship involves me feeling powerful, involves me having all of the power. It's not about that equal balance. It's about feeling empowered. Especially in this day and age, we live in a world where people seem to think that if they're in a relationship, they're more than, they're better than the singles. Right. You know what I mean? It's just such a fallacy and it's so wrong. Like,
right. And some of the singles feel like they're better than the people that are in the marriages too.
Exactly. I've heard that when a man's wearing a wedding ring, it just shows that somebody can handle him. Somebody isn't bored with him. So thinking that you're better than because you're in a relationship and hoarding onto that power is a surefire way to close yourself off to positive relationships.
Right.
So that's the baggage that we carry around.
Absolutely. And that's what we're in search for here. We're in search for positive relationships, relationships that you can thrive off of, relationships that help you grow, make you feel good as to why you're going home after a long, hard days of work. You know, you should feel very happy and very excited every single day because you know that you're not only in a relationship, but you're in a positive relationship.
Exactly. Okay, so the last card is how we can release this baggage and move on. So this is removing your love blockers, okay? It's the King of Pentacles.
All right.
And this is the earth sign that we were talking about in the last relationship. So earth signs are very grounded. They know in their head and their heart what they want and what they need to do. You can release the baggage of feeling like you need to empower yourself by getting to this place of an empowered earth sign. An empowered earth sign doesn't need to convince anybody else that they're at the top of their game. Think about a Capricorn. A Capricorn does the slow and steady incline to their ambitions without even worrying about anybody else. They just do their own thing. So we remove our baggages by acting like an earth sign and saying, I don't need other people's approval. I don't need all this excess noise to get to the top of my emotional success, aka a positive relationship.
Absolutely. And folks, when she's talking about different signs and you know, being with somebody of whatever your sign is, Sag, Leo, Taurus, this is where we're going to get down into the extended readings. So we're going to talk more about the extended readings and how, you know, after we read your relationship status with the tarot card reading that we're going to do for you, we will help you more with understanding the type of person that you need to be with, that, you know, who your soulmate should be, with our extended readings. Okay,
so that was it. I'm going to recap for the people that just came in. Okay, so card 1 was how we currently accept love, and that is a quid pro quo. You know, it's all about what you can do for me, what I can do for you, etc. It's all about finding that balance. Instead of just saying I'm going to openly give selflessly to the person that I love, we say I'm only going to give this much and then maybe I'll pull back. You know, I was just on Instagram yesterday and somebody posted this picture of how, you know, they were reading text messages, and if there's something off of the text message, they'll pull back and they'll stop like giving so much of themselves. Yeah. No, open yourself up, love openly. Like that's what we're here for. Right. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable.
Right. And the same thing applies for males. If males are out there watching this video, when you get into a relationship, that's why it's very important to let that female know exactly what you want up front. Even I struggle with this issue in my past, my long lost past. One thing that I didn't know was that I should get into a relationship and I should be definite about what it is that I'm looking for. If I wanted to be with somebody for the long haul, you know, if I wanted to be married or whatever, I should have gotten into the relationship, letting my partner know exactly what to expect. And not only that, like when you're trying to be in a relationship for the long haul, being a male, you have to give your all. I mean, you can't be like a half stat flat, like, and just like be like, I love my girl sometimes, but then when I get around my homeboys, I don't. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be real. You know what I mean? You gotta be real. You can't be phony baloney. Like if you're gonna get into this thing, you gotta get into it wholeheartedly if you want to experience the fruits of the significant other that you're with.
Exactly. So card 2 was how you can improve the way that you receive love, and that's empowering yourself. 100% self-love first. I know that people say it all the time, but do you actually do it? Really stop and listen to your thoughts. You know, for instance, my mother-in-law has been single for like 25 years.
Wow.
She finally moved her ring, right?
Wow.
She finally moved her ring off of a ring finger, and I was like, okay,
Wow.
you need to change your thoughts around, because she's saying it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm like, okay, it's not going to work.
Wow.
Get your mind right first,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
The third card is the kind of love that you attract, and that's a really immature, kind of low level, focused on the past kind of love, okay? So this card was talking about the photo readings and really getting clear about what you want out of your partner before you swipe right in those apps, in Tinder apps, whatever. Doing the photo readings, do your due diligence, go off of your gut. What does your head say? What does your heart say as soon as you look at that picture? If it seems dark to you, move on. You know, don't even try. People, especially women, will try to change a man. It's like, why? Like,
right.
They're not gonna change.
Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't stop and hesitate. In females, don't stop and hesitate and be thinking so much into all of your dendrites and your neutrons and stuff. Like, just go with the flow. If you don't like it instantly, keep moving. Swipe right or left.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. Card 4 is how you can change your vibrations surrounding love to attract more positive relationships. And that's to just be chill, have patience, have moderation. Don't rush into things so quickly. That's what's probably the issue here. You know what I mean? Like, there's always 100 other people because of these dating apps. There's always 100 other people that you can be hooking up with or talking to.
Absolutely.
So people don't even want to put the time in anymore. They're like, why would I spend time with you when I can just go on Tinder and I got 100 other people that are going to swipe me right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So be patient. Give the person a chance to open themselves up to you. Don't move on so quick and just ghost.
Right. and men, I'm gonna just be real with you once again. Patience is a virtue. It comes over time. Once you've gotten into situations where you failed so much, you should get to a point, if you're doing it right, to where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna just slow roll this thing, okay?
Card 5. This is the baggage that we carry surrounding love. And this is all about kind of being the best, having that empowerment, saying, I have a plan, I'm on the proper path. Sometimes relationships aren't for you. You know, you're just not the person. You weren't built to be in a monogamous relationship, to be in, you know, that committed relationship that equals 2 kids and 2 cars and white picket fence. Sometimes that's just not who you are.
Right.
So don't try and force yourself into this mold that society says that you have to be like, and that way you'll be happy. At the end of the day, you got to do what's right for you and figure out what that means when it comes to relationships. Maybe you just want a platonic relationship, you know, of friends with benefits, but get clear about it, right?
What card is that? 5 or 4? What is that?
This is the last card, the next one.
Oh, that's 6.
This is 6, okay, coming up.
That's removing the blockers. And folks, right, that's the removing blockers, right? Okay, so folks, what I want to tell you about that is those trap relationships. Trap relationships. If you and the other person are just not getting along, y'all did everything y'all could possibly do. You know, you went and talked to the Buddhist monk. You did everything in the world that you can possibly do. Folks, you got to understand a toxic relationship is signs that you should move on. Your energy is telling you that you should move on. Okay? So what we're gonna do is after Vanessa tells you, she's gonna we're gonna get down into the sex magic thing. But if you're in this video, go ahead and make sure you share this video out to your friends before we start talking about this sex magic and before we start giving tarot card reading, because we want everybody to get in on this tarot card reading, okay? So just share this video, press thumbs up if you're in here, if you love this video tonight.
Another thing to mention, Trinius, because it's so easy to say move on, you move on first with your mind, right? You start to tell yourself, okay, I'm leaving, you start to make the plans. It's so easy to just say leave, but if you really want to leave, you got to cut those cords. You got to cover up those tattoos. You got to, you know, serve those divorce papers. Take those steps so the universe knows that you're serious.
Right.
You know, I just talked to somebody who's, you know, separated for 4 or 5 years. When are you going to serve the guy?
Right.
When are you going to break it off so you can move on, right?
Come on.
You got to get your mind right first. Though. You need to get your heart in that alignment with letting go, and then the universe will start to put things in your path that just makes it very easy.
Right. Absolutely.
So we remove the blockers to move on by acting more like an earth sign, which is all about focused ambition, you know, for kind of forgetting about the people who are not serving their highest good and just staying focused on your goals and what you want.
Right.
Capricorn.
So remove those blockers. So, folks, what we're about to talk about right now is a little bit for the adults. So if you're in here right now, make sure that you're supposed to be in here. I'm sure that you are in here and you're supposed to be in here. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about sex magic and how, you know, like, for instance, using masturbation or having an orgasm to manifest what you want, like, after sex. Vanessa is an expert in this.
Okay, I'm not an expert, but thanks.
Close to it.
I'm not an expert. Okay, so the way that sex magic works, think about what sex is supposed to do. It has an outcome. You're either reaching that pleasure, aka orgasm, or you're procreating. So at the end of the day, sex is combining energy to manifest something outward. However, if you don't have that partner, you can use yourself to manifest that partner in. So you do those cord cuttings, you do the purple fire, and then you want to masturbate or, you know, self-pleasure right at the peak of your orgasm. You want to like really try and hold off. Like don't orgasm too quick. Really hold off, build it. And then when you orgasm, instead of just going to sleep, think about your perfect partner.
Manifest.
Yeah, just visualize it. Because when you're in that orgasmic state, there's nothing else you're thinking about. You're not thinking about your to-do list. You're not thinking about work. You're thinking about bliss.
Right.
Like you're just in a state of So take that energy, manifest your soulmate. You can also do it with your soulmate by before you have sex, you think about what you really want together. You know, like have that conversation, what we want to accomplish together. And then same way, you know, don't orgasm too quick. Really build up. Right at the end there.
Absolutely.
Both of you guys think about what you want,
right,
and then watch in 3 to 6 months that comes in a major way.
And so basically what we're saying, folks, is how you can use the energy of sex to manifest and, you know, set the intention for the things that you desire outside of sex. Because we all know that having sex produces like a real big energy. You know what I mean? Like we can manifest sex really fast, and when we're having sex, we feel so many feelings of love. You know, and feeling is the key to the law of attraction and the key to manifest anything. It's all about feeling. So what we're saying is taking that feeling of, you know, even when you're having sex, a lot of people think about different things when they're having sex, right? Let's keep it real here, right? And even after you have sex, you can set, and you'll still be in that feeling. You'll still be in that erotic feeling. And you can take those feelings and you can set an intention on, for instance, money. For instance, finding your real partner if you're not with your real partner while you're having the sex. You know what I mean? And so many other different things that you can like manifest if you use the energy
from that state
and feeling.
Right. So that does bring me back to being careful about the partner that you pick, okay? Because if somebody is a low energy person, they're going to pull you down. Right. For instance, like my husband, if he's having a bad day, he wants to have sex because I have the intention that when we connect, he's going to feel better. A woman who has the guy's intention at heart, that's going to be the best way to manifest. So you don't want to be having sex with somebody who's low level energy. Okay? You really want to be sure that the person you're having sex with is going to be on the same wavelength as you.
Right, because you're going to definitely pay for it after you have sex with them.
That's how you get STDs.
Right.
That's how you get STDs. You have sex with somebody that you don't feel good about, and then you tell yourself, and then your body will show that.
Right.
You're like, oh yeah, you think sex is bad?
Right.
Here you go. Here's the proof.
Or fellas, if you decide to have sex with a woman or whatever, you know you're not supposed to have sex with her and you do it anyway, it's gonna be some turmoil after the fact that you have sex with her. She might be too clingy. Like she just might get on your nerves. She might bug you too much. I mean, you know, that's the reason why we're telling you to make sure that you're having sex with people that resonate with you, people that vibrate with you, people that are on the right frequency.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's sex magic. It's pretty simple. To add to it, you can definitely do it during the new moon. Having sex during the new moon and then actually getting clear about your intention, maybe making a vision board with your partner first, having that vision board kind of on the headboard, you know, and when you guys both orgasm, you can both be looking at your vision board that you created together. These are fast results, Trenny. It's like 3 to 6 months. Like, you just need to really believe that your sexual power is going to manifest that amazing thing. Absolutely. And it really stems back to the idea that when you have sex with someone, you create the most incredible thing in the world, and that's a baby.
Right, absolutely. And before we end out this little sex magic topic, men, if you're having sex, you know, it depends on the way you're doing it at the same time. I don't want to get too deep into the details of how you're doing it, but I just want to tell you that you got to understand all of this when you're having sex with your significant other. How much emphasis are you putting on this sex with this person? Or are you just doing it to make them just want to be with you, like you? Because I understand that most of us have sex sometimes for the wrong intentions. You know, we just do it to, like, really, you know, all the stress that we're dealing with, you know, we just really want to take it out on this person, you know. And so you got to understand all of that stuff is reflected back to you. I mean, you have sex for a moment, you know, you might want to have sex magic or whatever, and try to use some of, you know, the sex magic to manifest some of your personal desires. But I got to let you know, you got to deal with the after effect of having sex. So, folks, what we're about to do here right now is we're about to get into the tarot card readings. So if y'all out there having any problems with your relationship, you need relationship advice, we're going to do 7 to 8 readings for you. If you want the extended reading, she's only going to tell you a little bit, but if you want the extended readings, folks, you have to connect with me personally or Vanessa personally. We're only charging $40, and that's $20 for me to coach you on your relationship, and if you need advice, and for her to give you an extended reading. So it's only $40. After 48 hours, though, however, after 48 hours, the price will definitely go up, because we're pretty sure a lot of people will, you know, sign up for the 40. And so we're just going to do the little half stat readings right now. We're just going to tell you a little bit about, you know, some advice that you may need. So just go ahead and comment right now. I'm going to read off your comments. Okay? Sound good?
Yeah, Trenny, I still read them from you, right?
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I see Tiffany Ross is in here. Timothy Smalls. What's up, Timothy? Glad to see you, brother. Courtney King, she's always around. Diamond Gonzalez is in here. She said, "Me, please, General question." Okay. Give me a Courtney. Write your question in a Courtney or Diamond. I'm sorry. So go ahead and, like, write the problems that y'all may be having inside this chat right here. We're gonna give you a tarot card reading.
Yeah. Who was the last person? Tiffany or
Diamond?
Who said me, please?
Diamond.
Okay. Diamond, you have somebody who's deceiving you, girl. Or guy, sorry, I shouldn't generalize. You got someone deceiving you. They're taking from you behind your back, and you know it. You're already thinking about it, so you need to just cut this person off straight up, because they are taking so much from you. They think they're being sneaky, but you know what's going on. Let them go. Cut them.
Okay, Courtney King asks, is my ex-husband my soulmate? Ooh.
Okay, Courtney, I have the 10 of Cups, which is all about the happy family, emotionally, everybody taken care of. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is a young earth type sign. So the answer is absolutely yes, but you want to be careful, because I think what you're going to be manifesting with your ex-husband is another child.
Wow. Courtney, did you hear that? Oh my God. Okay, so Suzanne asks, if we're purging from the full moon, how do we move on to meet someone?
Oh, okay. So after you purge yourself from the full moon, so what you want to do like over these next couple of days is write down all those fears that you feel are holding you back when it comes to a positive relationship, and then you burn it under the full moon, like look up, blow it or bury it, just get rid of the ashes and thank the moon for co-creating with you, and then you're going to start to see little signs from the universe that it worked, okay? And that's when you just go with the flow. If you see, you know, for instance, you're watching a show and somebody says a name and you remember that name because it's your high school sweetheart, just reach out to them. Go with your instinct, go with your gut, because with that full moon, you'll release everything that's holding you back.
Right. And we just had a full moon last night, right?
It was intense.
It was.
Oh, you felt it.
Oh yeah, it was.
You felt it. I know you did.
It was super peaceful. It was really peaceful. Marlo, go ahead and write us your questions so that we can give you a reading here. If you're just now joining, we're doing tarot cards reading for your relationship. If you need any advice, go ahead and write your questions in this chat right now, and we will give you a reading. Okay, Suzanne, go ahead.
This is for Marlo. This is for Marlo. Marlo, there's a relationship where you don't know where it's going and you don't know how to kind of move forward. It doesn't have to be a sexual relationship. It can be platonic. A lot of the times we think that we have blockers when it comes to love, but it's because we're still trying to work out our karma with other platonic relationships. So there's a certain relationship where you're not doing anything, you're not moving forward, and this is what's stopping your emotional flow. So make a decision, either move forward or move backwards, stay where you are, just make that decision.
So we have somebody else. You ready? Thank you, Marlo. Tiffany Ross.
That's a general one?
This is a general reading, absolutely.
Ooh, Tiffany, you were locked to some negativity. You were locked to some negativity. This could be coming from a past life. You need to do what you need to do to cleanse this because you were completely tied to somebody in a very negative way. Unbind yourself. Do like a past life relationship reading because this is stemming from lifetimes back. So you got to cleanse yourself and let go. Fulfill your karmic debt so you can move on.
Wow. Oh my God. Move on, Tiffany. You just got to fulfill your karmic debt and you have to move on. So next we're going to go to Heather McLingland. She says, "Hi, Vanessa. Please surprise me."
You mean McLaughlin?
Yeah, McLaughlin. You know her personally, huh?
Heather, you're doing good, girl. You got the world in your hands. You got the world in the palm of your hands. Do something with it. This is your year of new beginnings. Start something. You have that energy. Take a risk. Do what you need to do. Just take a step. Just go for it, okay? Love you, Heather.
Love you too, Heather. Okay, is there one last person? We're going to do one last person. Go ahead and speak up. Let your voice be heard right now. Okay, so let's see here. She's laughing at you. Heather is laughing at you. She said, "Ha ha." Okay, Tiffany says, "Thanks, Vanessa."
Okay, I just saw Permise's name.
Okay, Permise.
Got two cards for Permise. Time to move on. If you move on with your thoughts first, things will turn out very, very well. But move on mentally, okay? Like it's your responsibility. Stop fighting.
Absolutely. So, you ready for one more? You want to do one more?
I can do it.
All right. Okay. So who's in here? So Leslie Campbell says, "Me, please."
Okay. Let's see. Leslie Campbell. Okay, Leslie, you've been overgiving when it comes to your emotions, putting out a lot of emotional energy. Just make sure that it's fair and balanced because there's one person in particular that you've been giving a lot of emotional energy to. It's kind of like a younger vibe to them, and that's great, but you're doing it as a way to kind of impress or like on a subconscious level, make somebody else notice the amount of giving you're giving to this one person, and that person just doesn't care. They're not noticing. So stop over giving to this one person. Just give to the person who isn't noticing.
Right.
Emotionally, okay?
Right. Okay, folks, y'all got it. A reading from the great Vanessa Williams. So we're just gonna go ahead and put in our 2 cents on this. Folks, if you want an extended reading, if some of y'all are just now joining us and you want extended readings and you need my coaching advice for your relationship or something that you might be going through, and you want Vanessa to read your relationship advice, if I give you a relationship advice personally, one-on-one, you can get us one-on-one, folks. It's only $40. I'm going to have it on my website. It's going to be the link at the very top of this video. Once this video renders, it's going to take about 30 to 45 minutes for this video to render, folks. The links are going to be at the very top in the comment or the description section, folks. So you're going to have to go there and you're going to be able to get your reading within 24 hours. But like I said, after 48 hours, folks, that price will increase due to the fact that we'll have so many people that have already, signed up. So we want to thank y'all so much for staying tuned. I'm Trennis Henderson. That's Vanessa Williams from Beyond the Sun Sign. Her channel just reached 10,000 subscribers. Was that last week? And now
who cares?
Yeah, and now she's above 100, 10,100 that fast. So she's doing big things over there with her tarot card readings. And me, on the other hand, I'm approaching 10,000. So folks, make sure y'all share this video out to some of your friends so that they can get some relationship help. If they, you think some of your friends might need this help or that they should watch this video, go ahead. If you're in here tonight and you love this video, we gave you a reading, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We love you.
Remember,
so much.
Cut your cords. Cut your cords.
Absolutely.
Purple flame. Cut your cords.
Absolutely.
Love you guys.
Love y'all. Thank y'all so much. We will see y'all again very soon. Let us know what y'all want us to talk about, and we will talk about it. Speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave a nice comment below. Peace.
Bye, guys.